What's going on, guys? It's your boy Leroy, and we have a special used car review today. Thank you for heading over to Philkotse.com. We have a 2016 BMW M135i with the M Performance Sport Package. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to take a look at the outside and the inside. I'm sure it's going to be a great car, but how is this going to be the perfect BMW for you? We're going to ask that question, and we're going to find out later on. Let's start with the exterior of the 2016 BMW M135i. First thing that you'll notice is that the kidney grille, the iconic kidney grille of BMW, is quite wider than the model it replaces. That's because in 2016, BMW gave the M135i a facelift, or a mid-cycle refresh. But in BMW speak, they call it LCI, or life cycle impact. So that's market speak for BMW for what they call their mid-cycle refreshes. One more thing that this change underwent is the all-new set of headlamps. These are LED headlamps with the Angel Eye LED lights right there with daytime running lamps. It's got a more aggressive looking chin right here, and overall it's a good look when you look at it up front. So we've talked about that front end, but I want to go ahead and take a look at the side profile. So one thing to note is that since this is a hatchback, it's got a traditional hatchback look to it, but thanks to that longer front hood, I think it kind of reminds me more of a wagon than a hatch if you take a look at it. It's kind of sporty, especially with this special blue color that BMW gives it. One more thing of note that I'd like to feature about the side panels is these amazing looking mag wheels, 18-inch M light alloy wheels with a split 5-spoke pattern. It really screams BMW. Got the brake calipers painted in blue with the M Sport logo. So it's amazing. Another thing about this, since it's a rear-wheel drive car and they want you to experience all the performance that you can, these wheels are actually staggered. That means that the front wheels are actually thinner in width than at the back. So it's actually just a small difference, but when you start driving it, you can really feel all 320 horsepower trying to kick off the back. So that's why it has those staggered wheels. Look at this beautifully molded rear hatch. It definitely doesn't lack in any character at all, and features this LED strips for tail lamps. One thing that the mid-cycle refresh did for the M135i is that it lost that ungodly, unsightly tail lamps that it had before, instead replaced by these long ones with those LED strips. If you can notice, this contrast colored rear diffuser helps out with reducing drag when you're driving fast, and these M Performance tailpipes, exhaust pipes that can actually help you out with improving, making that exhaust sound a lot better. Trust me, we're going to find that out later on. Again, BMW is king of the details. So if you notice, where's the door hatch? How do you open this damn thing? Check this out. All you got to do is push the BMW logo and it opens, and then I pull that right up there, revealing this cavernous rear cargo space. You can definitely fit a lot of things in the back, some bags, some like buying boxes, but if you need even more space than this, you can actually fold those seats down in a 40-20-40 split. So it gives you more versatility of what things you want to fit inside. It doesn't just fall down like a bench like those cheap hatches out there. BMW definitely knows what they're doing, they know what they're charging you, and you're definitely going to get what you pay for. Now, I'm very interested in how this car drives, but before we do that, let's take a look at that engine. All right. Well, that was easy thanks to these dampers around the hood. But anyway, wow, look at this engine. It's an inline-6 turbocharged engine from BMW. It makes 320 horsepower and 450 Newton meters of torque. If you're wondering what the 0 to 100 time is going to be for this, I'm going to tell you right now, it's 4.7 seconds. 4.7 seconds for a hatchback. That's crazy. I can actually hear, wait a minute. I can actually hear complaints from the Honda Type R right now, Honda Civic Type R, and I think they found its match. All right. Now, getting inside any BMW is definitely a treat, especially if you're used to one of those cheap or affordable subcompacts such as myself. The interior, it's really it's bathed in black. That's the current theme that we have right here. It's got these silver inserts with the soft touch panel. These are molded plastic, but not the hard ones. They're definitely soft and padded. The side panels, the door panels most especially, they're definitely going to be a good time for you to rest your arms in when you're driving. The steering wheel, it's leather wrapped as well, and it's pretty fat. Some people can actually call them sausages around your hands while you're driving, and I don't think that's a bad comparison at all. But in a good way, it gives you more feel when you drive this car, and it gives you more confidence. The shifter's nice. You have the drive select buttons next to it, traction control buttons, and the parking assist button. One thing about the BMW that I definitely want to emphasize is that even though it's a sporty model, it's definitely a good thing to live in. It's got cubby holes everywhere, and the center console, it's pretty shallow. I gotta say, it's pretty shallow, but it does contain the aux jack and the USB port for you to play your media in. But I think it's a well serviceable armrest when you're driving, when you're lounging around. It's good. One thing you see here, Mazda is doing this a lot these days. They're taking a page out of the BMW playbook. So it's not going to be a touch screen. Although you have a large screen up front, you won't be able to touch it. That's not safe, BMW says. So the entire interior is in black, so I'd say it's easy to maintain, and you got automatic climate control, so just normal. The glove compartment is damped, so nothing like that. You won't be surprised when it opens, and there's a little light inside to help you out. BMWs by characters are actually just luxury cars. They're classified as luxury cars, especially in the Philippines. And if you want to turn this into a chauffeur-driven ride, you won't be disappointed. It's got ample legroom for rear passengers, and my feet can actually roam free at the bottom. And remember, I'm sitting behind my natural driving position, and I'm 5'10.5", so that shouldn't be a problem, even for regular-sized folks. I've got good headroom. In fact, that's how many fingers? That's 4 fingers up. That's Will. You've got these rear aircon vents to keep you cool, and this wonderful power outlet. So if you need to get yourself charged, no need to bug the front passengers and the driver to say, "Pwede ba ma-charge?" You can do that in the back. The rear seats are well sculpted, and even again, leather seats. Where do you get the cows to make these seats? Also, you got this folding armrest. Look at this. It's got butterfly cup holders. That's interesting. So if you want to put your cups inside, they're not going anywhere, but if you're not going to use them, just fold them down and head over to lounge mode. Remember the 40-20 split? I want to fold the middle seat down like so, and I could just rest my arm right here. I can put some snacks in the back. I don't care if it's a BMW. It's that versatile. It's that practical. You can put all your food, your snacks in the back seat right here. You can easily reach them. Put a cooler in the back, no problem. So you're not driving anyway, so get a cold one. So just put the rear seat down, the middle seat down, and you're good to go. Driver, kubaw nga. BMW started a program a few years ago, right around the same time this BMW M135i was released, to connect with the tuning community. Much like Mugen, TRD, and Nismo, BMW banks on the prestige and name brand recognition of the M badge to bring in accessories and performance packages to its mass-produced vehicles. The BMW M135i isn't shy about telling us about that fact either. It has a total of 11 M badges on the outside body alone, which is 3 more than I initially thought. Hit it. And we're off on the 2016 BMW M135i. Just gonna give it a quick pull right here. It's very smooth. Oh, I think I know why. It's because you can actually set the drive settings on this thing. By default, it is set for comfort, but if you want to set it for sport, you can also do that. You can just set it to sport. And what happens is that the throttle response actually gets more sensitive, and the steering, you can actually feel the steering. It gets tighter. Though I gotta commend BMW on their really meaty steering wheel. It's like holding sausages in your hands. But what that does is that it gives you more driving confidence when you drive. Alright, you can really feel the sport mode coming in. I just have to slow down a bit because, hey, I have my friend here from Shinra Motors in the back. How you doing, sir? Hi. Yes. So if you need any car needs, what you need, they are at philkotse.com. Just do a quick search for them, and they're gonna help you out. So it's definitely a good place to be in. You're isolated from the outside, and you can feel you can't really feel any of the outside world. See, that motorcycle just passed us by, and I could actually I barely heard them at all. I thought I would have expected a little bit more grunt and more exhaust noise from the BMW M135i, but thanks to those performance exhausts in the back, they have the right amount of sound. But I think I wish it could have been a lot louder, but that's just me. Especially in your traffic, you can just put the driving mode to eco mode so that it can maximize your fuel economy. You're not going to need all that power anyway, and by doing so, I think the BMW M135 has good fuel consumption. I'm actually getting a consistent fuel economy of around 6 to 7 kilometers per liter in heavy city traffic, and that's not bad at all. Even on eco mode, there's still a lot of power, and you have to rein it in. It's so good. This is so good. If you ask me how good it is, I'll just tell you. It's so good. Boy, howdy. I think this is one of the hottest hot hatches around, especially with that inline-six turbo and rear-wheel drive. But how does it stack up to the rest of the cars on Philkotse.com? What do you think is going to be the Philkotse score? So we're going to start with aesthetics. I consider this car to be one of the biggest sleepers in the market today. Considering the look of the BMW M135i, it's definitely unassuming. It looks like a mom car, something that's going to pick you up from school if you're a rich kid. And yeah, so when it comes to aesthetics, I don't think it matches up with the rest of the M line, but it definitely looks a lot better than your stock 1 Series cars. So for looks, I think we're going to give it a 3 out of 5. For practicality, no one can deny the usefulness of a hatchback. So open up that hatch, it's got all the space you need for all your things and your luggage and your balikbayan boxes, and it's got this quite odd configuration how you can fold those rear seats. It's got the 40-20-40 instead of your usual 40-60 split. So if you want practicality, the BMW M135i is my pick for 5 out of 5. Let's talk about performance. So it's rare for me to see a car that's both practical and really good at performance. And thanks to BMW's engineering, that torque comes in early at 1,800 RPM and lasts in a flat curve up to 4,500 RPM. So 0 to 60 or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 4.7 seconds, sign me up. So apart from being practical, it's hella fast. It's a hot hatch to end all hot hatches. Fortunately, you can only find this on Philkotse.com, and that performance, let's give it a 5 out of 5. Let's talk about value for money and resale value. Now, BMW is king when it comes to resale value. In fact, there are a couple of 90s BMWs that can still be sold for a pretty penny at Philkotse.com. Check them out. But this one right here, the M135i with the M Sport Performance Package, We're gonna actually give you a good steal out of this on Philkotse.com. You can get this for 2.8 million pesos, 2.85 actually to be exact. In fact, you can actually speak to the dealer, Sienna Motors. You can probably hash something out, and I'm sure they can give you a pretty good deal. And if you're worried about its resale value, BMWs are pretty known to keep their value, especially in the Philippines. And if you consider that this is the last 1 series with the M Sport package that has a rear-wheel drive instead of a front-wheel and all-wheel drive, I think it's going to be pretty special down the line. So for resale value and for overall value for money, let's give it a 4 out of 5. So overall, what do you think is the score that we're going to give this? I mean, considering it's an inline-6 turbocharged engine, powering the rear wheels, and where else can you look for performance and practicality all bundled into one package? That's M Sports package, that's where you're gonna find that. And besides, with the 2.85 million asking price, and if you contact the, from our website that is, and if you contact the dealer, I'm sure they're gonna give you a great price. Just tell them that your boy Leroy sent you, and I'm sure that they can give you a fair price with any of your budgets. So with the Philkotse overall score, I think we'll give this a 4 out of 5. Solid 4. We'd like to thank Sienna Motors and Sir Mike and the gang for accommodating our little trip and visit here at Autocamp, right in the heart of Pasig City, along Ortigas Avenue, in front of the Meralco headquarters. So again, thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to this video. Hit that notification icon so you're alerted every time we upload a new video. We're gonna make sure we do that every week, and don't worry, we won't spam your notification folders, and we won't be a bother to you that much. Okay, leave a comment down below and tell us how we're doing. We really appreciate all your comments, whether if it's a hate comment or another hate comment and another hate comment. But hey, we all think this is a constructive criticism, and I really appreciate all your love and hate. Once again, thank you for watching. It's your boy Leroy. I'll see you next time, all right? Peace.